at Grove Court Farm with Zoe Bailey, with one of her lovely stallions here. We're having a think about how can you choose the best stallion for your mare. I think the stallion's lovely, but that doesn't necessarily mean he'd be right for my mare, does it?
No, not at all. It depends what sort of a mare you've got. He actually, if you look at his legs, you'll see that he actually is not over blessed with huge bone. Rainbow Crest horses aren't, but the stock that he throws are a lot heavier boned than he is. So you want to go for the shoulder, the way his neck is set into the shoulder, what his quarters look like, and how he stands on the ground, you know, whether his feet are flat, how much ground he stands over. The other thing you've got to contemplate is how much bone that your horse has got and how much bone you want to end up with. Also, there's temperament, which is also essential.
Yeah.
And his temperament, funnily enough, is really good.
So if I had a thoroughbred and I wanted to breed a thoroughbred, obviously I could come to someone like you who's got this lovely thoroughbred horse. If I had another sort of horse, that doesn't mean that a thoroughbred's the wrong kind of horse to breed with, does it?
No, not at all. The crossbreds are really good. You cross a thoroughbred to a cob and you can get some really smart horses. They're very popular too, eventing now, working hunters, showing classes and things. People do like them, and the temperaments seem to work well on the crosses. And the thoroughbred will give them that extra bit of speed as well to event.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think that, especially as you move up the levels, the speed is such a key factor if you're eventing, for example.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for a stallion, whether you've got a thoroughbred or a cob or any variation, how important is the horse's record, what it's done, how it's achieved?
If it's a racehorse, it's essential.
Okay.
Although having said that, having bred lots of racehorses and we're still trying to breed lots of winners, at the end of the day, there's a lot of luck involved with it, and a lot of it goes down to the mare you've got.
Okay.
Whether the combination of the two horses breeding, works.
But in terms of that, so you're saying the record depends what you're doing.
Yeah.
If you want to race, it's important that the stallion you're using has got a good competition record.
It's got a decent competition record, and racehorse stallions become fashionable.
Okay.
And I shouldn't decry my own horse, but Rainbow Crest is not a fashionable stallion at the moment.
But they do sort of come in.
But I mean, they do come in and they do run well. They tend to be stayers more than anything.
Okay.
But as far as making an eventer, you put a thoroughbred on anything, and they're clever, they're sharp, and they're fast. And normally, you don't actually have to teach a thoroughbred to gallop. They have it there.
They just do
it. It is natural. It is part of their makeup.
And if, for example, so you're looking at the horse breed, you can look at its record, and looking at its prodigy, is that a good way of?
Excellent way of doing it, yes. What that particular stallion has produced, you look at the distance that its progeny is winning over, and then you sort of go then for what your mare itself has been winning over. And then hopefully the combination of the two provides you with a winner.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So if we're thinking about the top tips to how to look for a stallion, we're thinking about temperament,
breeding, what its progeny done as far as it's concerned with racing, and also it's quite helpful if you're trying to breed a show horse or something. If the horse concerned has produced progeny that is done well in the showground.
and temperament as well.
Yeah, temperament is essential.
Really important.
Yes, really essential.